Hope you guys enjoyed that intro as much as I did. It was pretty stupid. I'm talking today about adventure bikes and why I think they're made for squids, or not so much they're made for squids, but if you are a squid, I think that hopping on an adventure bike would be one of the best decisions you ever made. I think that a lot of people, especially the younger crowd of riders, think of just an old dude who didn't want a Harley, so he got a GS when they think of adventure bikes. But I think that's a very big undersell of what they actually are, and what they can do. I know there is a group of people out there that rip adventure bikes like absolute hooligans. Full Taurus doesn't really count because that dude's like not human. But I'm talking about more about the average squid who likes riding bikes on the street and going fast. And I think that they have the wrong idea about adventure bikes. And I got some points of why I think these bikes are awesome. And I think that any person who likes doing dumb shit on bikes or just a squid should hop on adventure bikes. If there's one thing I know, it's that squids love doing dumb shit on bikes. And there's no bike better to do dumb shit on than an ADV bike. You can wheelie the hell out of these things. And it looks funny when you're wheeling them too, because they're massive bikes. You could ride, through like a grass field behind a restaurant or something in your neighborhood or a church or whatever. You could ride these things anywhere, and you could do a bunch of dumb shit on them. And I think it's even funnier that they're a big bike, and they're capable of doing that. You'd probably get yourself into a pretty sticky situation if you saw some sketchy alley that's really bumpy and stuff, and you ride on a sport bike. But adventure bikes eat that up. You find a little grass hill off the side of the road, looks like a jump. I mean, you ride down that road, turn off the road, hit that jump, do it. It'd be awesome on an adventure bike. They're just made for kind of doing everything, and since they're made for doing everything, you do dumb shit in every single scenario. You can do dumb shit on the street. These bikes, you can hoon twisties on them with your buddies. You can do dumb shit off road. I think adventure bikes turn a boring trail on a dirt bike into a really fun trail on an ADV bike because they're a little harder to use and they're faster. So if you have some gravel roads near you that are too boring to ride a dirt bike down, but not safe to ride a sport bike on, adventure bike's perfect for in the middle. So just the variety of options of things you can do on an adventure bike allows you to do dumb shit in more scenarios, which I think yields the most amount of fun. Another point I have is a lot of squids really like riding, and they like riding as much as possible. They'll throw a backpack on when they're riding a sport bike just to get groceries on their bike. But I think a downfall is there are a lot of times where someone might not be able to ride their bike. Say that they're traveling somewhere, and obviously it's not the best idea to go travel to visit in-laws or relatives or something on a sport bike. But an ADV bike, you can do that. You can have a bunch of luggage options, man. You can fit a whole wardrobe on one of these bikes. So it makes a boring car ride a fun squid journey to go visit some family on some holidays or something. And you could also ride these bikes all day. Not even if you're not going somewhere, if you're just going for a ride, you could have fun on these bikes all day because they are super comfortable. All of them are. Another thing about these bikes is they're not slow. I've had V-Strom 650, a Multistrada, which is more of a sport touring bike, but I mean, you could throw knobbies on it, it's a adventure bike, like whatever. But a Multistrada, F800 GS, and this 1190R, all of those bikes, in the hands of a really dumb squid, are absolute weapons. They're all really fast, Specifically, the Multistrada and the 1190, both of those bikes are faster than your 600. They are, faster than naked bikes. Like this 1190, I was riding my buddy who's got a Monster 821, and I gapped the hell out of him on it. Like it wasn't even a contest. And I think that just adds to the meme that I'm on this dad-looking bike with 1821 tires, and I smoked a slick-looking sport bike. And on that point of going fast, if there's one thing squids hate, I mean, shit, if there's one thing all riders hate, it's getting pulled over, no one likes getting tickets and stuff. And I think that an advantage on adventure bikes is the stereotype behind them. I think that, if a cop sees some dude on a sport bike in full Dainese suit and AGV or whatever, their eyes are glued on that sport bike rider. They know they're up to no good. Even if they're just riding the speed limit, even if they're being unassuming. But on the other hand, you see someone riding an ADV bike, you know, wearing their gear, maybe even a high-vis vest. You know, I'll throw it on for the meme sometimes. Unassuming as hell. No one's looking at a dude on an ADV bike and thinking they're up to no good. But you can be up to no good. So you automatically have that kind of leg up of the first appearance. It's like, oh, you know, that dude's not doing anything wrong, even if you are. You know, so I think there's a bunch of reasons why a younger guy, or not even a younger guy, you know, age aside, if you just like doing dumb shit on bikes, you'll have a blast on an ADV bike. You'll think it's funny because the bike looks goofy in some people's opinion, and you'll also be able to do so much on it. You know, there's nothing more like than hooning a big ass ADV bike around all day. When I see some gravel road or some trail, I'm like, shit, let me just go 60 down this trail because I can, you know. But I can also hop right back on the road and still whip it like a big naked bike. And the whole time I'm just looking goofy. And I think that's the really fun part. And I think that more younger people should take into account buying an ADV bike and look at their next bike because they can really do everything and you will enjoy every moment of it.